everybody, welcome back to Adventure Spud. If you're new here, my name is Autumn. I run the channel. Me and my husband Caleb are on a 14-day surf trip and adventure trip in Sayulita, Mexico. And so I have been doing a daily vlog of our trip while we're here to give you ideas of what to do when you're visiting Puerto Vallarta, Sayulita, San Pancho, and Punta Mita. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see all of our days here in Sayulita and Punta Mita, please subscribe. But let's break down what we did day 5. Honestly, day 5 was probably our most relaxed day of the entire trip so far. We have been mountain biking, we have been surfing, we have been snorkeling, and we were pretty beat, to be honest. So we had a late start. Usually we've been waking up around 6:30 a.m. On day 5, so yesterday, we woke up around 9 a.m. and lounged, had coffee, had a really slow start, which was honestly very refreshing after the last 4 days of waking up at 6 to 7:30 a.m. to go get an early morning surf session. So yesterday on day 5, we were in no rush to get going, which was really nice. We kind of lazily walked to the surf shop. Again, we've rented boards for the week from Wild Mex Adventure for $150 for the entire week, which has been super nice because we can leave our boards there at the end of the day and we don't have to lug them up the big ass hill our Airbnb is on. So we did an early morning surf sesh. The waves were okay, but again, it's been kind of windy the last few days, if you can't tell. And so the water's been kind of choppy. But we did get a mid-morning, late morning surf session before heading to Playa Los Muertos. So we've been to Playa Los Muertos twice now. We went on day 2 and then we went on day 5, which was yesterday. Again, if you do want to head to Playa Los Muertos, you walk around the left side of the main beach, up by the cemetery, up and over the hill, down and to your right is Playa Los Muertos. It's a much prettier beach, it's less crowded, it's less busy. There's honestly less vendors who are coming up to talk to you and try and sell you things, which is really nice. And there's a ton of open spaces that if you want to just put a towel down, you don't have to rent like a cabana. The other cool thing about Playa Los Muertos is if you head to the right over the rocky outcroppings, you have this entire little hidden cove, sometimes to yourself, which is really nice. And on nicer days where the water's not so choppy, you can actually jump in the water and snorkel. We didn't yesterday because the water was really choppy and it was windy, but we did on day 2 and we saw some pretty cool wildlife. So I definitely recommend it if the water's calm. After Playa Los Muertos, and we did have lunch on the beach. We brought our own lunch because we're on a budget. You kind of have to be if you want to travel a lot. So we brought our own lunch, and after Playa Los Muertos, we headed back to the Airbnb. And at the Airbnb we're staying, we do have a terrace that overlooks the entire city. It has a pool. We have a blender in our Airbnb room, so we were able to make margaritas. And we kind of lounged for a few hours, just trying to recoup, because again, we've been burning calories like crazy. We've been doing a lot of things, and sometimes you just need those rest days, and that's totally okay. So we hung out on the Airbnb terrace for a while, and then finally headed down into dinner. We did go to a more local joint for dinner. I had the chile relleno, and then we had some nachos, and Caleb had fish tacos. It was super good, and we did have 2 guests. We had their rooster that they own, and then their parrot named Victoria that Caleb was trying to pet consistently, even though Victoria kept trying to bite him. So we had dinner, it was great. We headed back up our hill to the Airbnb. And then honestly, we were so tired yesterday on day 5 that we were in bed by 8:30 p.m. and probably passed out around 9. Again, you need to have those rest days. If you're gonna be on a prolonged vacation, don't feel guilty if you take a day or 2 and just relax. You need to recharge. You don't want to get sick on your vacation. So yesterday we went to bed early. But today, day 6, which I'll be doing a video on here shortly, was much more exciting. We did head to La Lancha, and I will be making a video, so subscribe, like this video, and stick around for day 6. Hope this was helpful and informative. Thanks everybody, and I hope you have an amazing vacation if you head to Sayulita.